Hello everyone. In this tutorial, we're going to figure out how to write values on the fields of every individual record. In the previous video, we just learned how to read values but not write using Airtable blocks, or should I say apps. From now onwards, it's really important to know blocks have been rebranded as apps and they can be used as interchangeably. So please don't get confused because I'm talking about the same exact thing. So let's dive into the code and see how we start. You see, first, in order to write value, let's create the button that's going to initiate the action. And you don't have to create that button from scratch. You just can import it from the Blocks UI library. There you go, button, and you can just type in button is created. Now on click, which is going to work out when you click on this particular button. Now what it's gonna do, it's gonna activate, let's say activate the inactive subscriptions here. So let us make it do that. Activate. So let us write the activate function. Constant activate. Let's see if it works when you click on it. Activate. There you go. Let us open the console tab and see what it shows here when you click on it. Activate. There you go. So it works now. Let us write the value in this. Activate. Let's keep it capital. So you see now, in order to activate or basically write into a particular field value, what do we need to specify? You see, it needs the record ID to know which particular field I need to update. So let's tell it what's the record ID. For that, we need to first hold the record value in a particular place. You see here in the previous video, when we used cursor.selected record IDs, it holds a particular array of selected records. Let's say, what do I mean by an array? Like a multiple values. Like this, if I go, it will hold all these values, selected record IDs. So we are going to fetch just the first one to simplify the whole tutorial. So you can see when we do the 0th element, we just fetch the first one. So let's pick this one and hold it in a hook state. How do you create that? You just go here and create constant record and set record. Use state and initiate it with an empty string. And then this empty string is going to be replaced by a string of ID, record ID. So let's hold it here when you click on it. So from now onwards, whenever you click on activate, it should give you the record. Let's see if that works now. Open the console and clean it up a bit, and let's see. There you go. The record ID is right away available when you click on activate. But now let's see how we can use this record ID to update, let's say, changing this particular one from inactive to active. For that, you just specify the table. The table word is coming from here, which holds the customer table. Table dot update record async, because we are updating a single record and not multiple. Otherwise, we can use update records async. So let's use the first one. Here, we first specify the record we are updating, which is getting held in the record variable. Now, you see there here where it gets a little bit tricky, and you need to keep that part in mind very carefully. You see, you need to look at what data type you are updating. You see, this is not, if I was updating just the company column, this is like a string, just text. So I can update it like right away. Let me give you a quick demo. If I was updating this, I would just go company and ABC. Very creative, I know. So you can update it right away. Let's see if that works. I go on to this particular place, company, right? And I press update, activate actually, and it updates to ABC. That's cool, right? But you see, what if we are updating the subscription? That's not a string. That's a single select. That's where it gets a little bit tricky. Now you're updating an object. And an object, you update it a little bit differently. For that, you have to first specify the column name, subscription. And then now in this, you don't have to update it right away as a string. First, you have to create another object in this, and you mention name. Name is just a fixed attribute property. Like this, it will be called name like this. This is not gonna vary for you. So just write it name, and then within name, you can specify whether you are changing it to inactive or active. Let's say we are making it active. So we did that. And now let's see how it works. Let's click on an inactive subscription and press active. Boom. There you go. So you see, it's pretty easy. Let's go over again, like a quick review what we did. All we did is created a button that initiates the activate function, and in this function you just hold the record variable which stores the particular record ID, and in which you specify what to update. And do remember it for sure, don't forget it. If it's not a string, if it's a single select or multi-select, you have to specify it via creating a sub-object, a nested object like name. And this word name is not gonna change. You need to call it name as well. Thank you for watching. Looking forward to you meeting again.